Good morning, everyone. My name is Liu Ling, the founder of Ukraine, and very happy to have this opportunity to introduce our new project, TLAY, the trust layer for the DePIN ecosystem. So let's start back to the 2023 the Hong Kong Web3 initiative, the Hong Kong Web3 festival years ago. The Hashkey and Ukraine, together with the DePIN ecosystem partner, launched the DePIN Hong Kong initiative regarding the Hong Kong's friendly Web3 policy and also the very strategic, the geography advantage close to the center of the world factory. We try to promote and build the DePIN ecosystem in Asia. So in the past 12 months, we had the deep discussion and also practical effort in terms of the DePIN Hong Kong initiative. So from the last summer, the launch the first DePIN focus incubator program with the Future 3 campus to release the DePIN enabler both 3 IoT or virtual services in the later half last year, and recently witnessed our prediction years ago. The DePIN has become the one of the most important narrative in this cycle, and today we will launch the TLAY, the trust layer for the DePIN, and try to continue accelerating the DePIN ecosystem in Asia. So, as our understanding, the DePIN stands as the public real-world asset based on the trusted IoT data of the physical world. So, DePIN is a decentralized physical infrastructure network. It's not confined to the local area network. It's openness, permissionless, the public network. So any individual, any institution can participate in the building and using this infrastructure network without any permission. And with the embedded token incentive model, the global community collaboration can co-build and co-own this infrastructure network with the network effect. And the trusted IoT data will help to map the physical world to the digital world, and the IoT Oracle will bring the trust worlds from the off-chain data to the on-chain smart contract and build this trust layer between the digital world and the physical world. So we also think the DePIN is very innovative, the exploration of the next generation digital, the distributed digital economy. It's the first time the physical world asset is registered and issued and operated on the blockchain natively via the trusted digital technology, which will dramatically enhance the transparency, the real-time monitoring, and also the fairness of the business behavior, and also the asset status disclosure, and also enable the global community, the collaboration. So the POPW, the proof of physical world, is the key to driving the global community in the collaboration, and it's also the fundamental cornerstone of any the DePIN project. So the builder, the contributor of the DePIN project need to using the DePIN hardware to collect the PW, the physical world, and to using the DePIN hardware to sign this PW, the physical world, as the the proof of the physical world. Then to bring this result gradually on chain. So this the reward distribution cycle, the builder can know how much the PW contributed, and he can also observe the other, the builders, the PW, and verify their PW. So this POPW mechanism, give this builder the contribution in terms of the time, the effort, their investment, can be fairly, transparently be rewarded, and enable the global collaboration with the the 100 people, the 1,100 people, even the million people, to do the collaboration, even without the implement, the contract. And the ensure the trustworthiness and the verifiability of the DePIN's POP data is crucial for the healthy operation of the DePIN ecosystem and its asset. So last September, among the 7, the challenge proposed by the A16Z in their Nakamoto, challenge, which addressing the most toughest problem in the Web3, the industry. So one challenge is they call the DePIN verification, addressing how the off-chain, the DePIN hardware's verifiable POPW can be credible on-chain. So this challenge, especially for those fast-growing, the stage of the DePIN project, is particularly crucial because the valuation of the DePIN project is based on how many the DePIN hardware, the trusted DePIN hardware connected, because every DePIN hardware is a valuable asset. And generating the reliable and valuable service externally and continue generating the utility income with the network effect. So the DePIN verification is forming the foundation, the value foundation of the DePIN, the growth and the strength. So for this core challenge, we present our solution, the TLAY, the trust layer for the DePIN, and gathering the DePIN upchain, the ecosystem from Asia for the global deployment. So DePIN includes several key components and the capability, the chipset module, the IoT Oracle services, the DePIN application chain, and also the DePIN MVP framework. So let's dive into the detail one by one. So when we upgrade or transfer the DePIN hardware to the DePIN compatible hardware, we need to enable this hardware, this off-chain, the POPW credible on-chain. So translate to the technical description, it's to let the hardware has the crypto wallet. So you can, generate the private key and also secure store the private key. And the hardware can using this wallet to sign the data, and the hardware can also generate the ZKP and to bring the result to the blockchain side. So as the universal and we call the modularized the DePIN hardware, we believe the three key features should be included. One is the root of trust, to have the device, the unique, the decentralized ID. The second is the IoT Oracle. So have this data on-chain capability and to make sure those POPW is immutable in the whole life cycle. The third one is the ZKP, to allow the third party to verify this POPW data in the whole life cycle and with the privacy preserving. So considering the popularity of today's DePIN track and the diversity of the physical application scenario, we estimate this transformation, the hardware to the DePIN compatible hardware, it's a massive but fragmented market. So we must choose the universal component as the carrier to integrate above stream the features to decrease the difficulty and also shorten the time to the market. So the mainstream the IoT chipset and module is ideal, the carrier to contain this feature. So we plan to gradually integrate those features into the chipset and the module, and plan to release the DePIN native, the chipset and the module in the second quarter, and to facilitate the decoupling and the modularization of the DePIN hardware, and make it easier for those good hardware to be seamlessly integrated with the decentralized Web3 world. With the DePIN native chipset and module, we have the easily transforming the hardware to the DePIN compatible hardware. We also need the IoT Oracle to bring the data on-chain. So we choose the both three IoT Oracle services. It's a decentralized Oracle services. And the device, the DePIN hardware, can send the trusted POPW to the decentralized Oracle node. Then the Oracle node is managing the device, the decentralized ID, and can verify the authenticity of the POPW. Then those verified POPW can send to the DePIN project's on-chain, the smart contract. And based on the DePIN hardware, the DePIN project's requirement, those POPW results can be either by the plain text or the proof with the privacy preserving to the DePIN project's on-chain smart contract, and by the rule engines, the configuration. So this will help to build the trusted POPW channel between the DePIN hardware and the DePIN smart contract. So every DePIN project has, connect the many DePIN hardware, and the DePIN hardware will periodically reporting the POPW to the blockchain side. So that put the requirement
in terms of the performance and the cost for the blockchain platform. So we, especially for those, the high skill, the fast growing DePIN project, how to manage the machine to onboarding to the blockchain, and how to manage the daily high frequency transaction between the machine and the blockchain. So we plan to also launch this DePIN application chain. It's an EVM-based roll-up architecture, the application chain. So on the layer 2, we will set up the common service like this device DID management, the Oracle management, and also the DePIN token issuance services on the layer 2. And on top of the layer 2, we will set up the elastic layer 3, the architecture, to allow the DePIN application to set up the independent but the interoperable, the APP chain architecture. And we also choose the high performance, low cost, the DEA to match the requirement from the application chain, the DePIN application chain. It's a high, the large volume data requirement, and the rich on-chain activity of the DePIN project. So with the Arquin's experience in the past 1.5 years as we developed on the DePIN application, so we will consolidate and integrate those, the technical stack. We believe which will be commonly used the most of the DePIN application. In terms of the form factor, the API aggregation, like the decentralized messaging, decentralized database, decentralized storage, a wallet, the AKP, DID, and also we prepare the DePIN, the framework, the MVP framework, we call the scaffold, to help the developer and the early stage startup to build their own, the first MVP, the DePIN MVP among the 1 month, to catch up this great, the opportunity window in this cycle. And beside the technology and the product, we also harness the resource from the ecosystem, like the Fisher's 3 campus, the accelerator program, the OIC's Eco Fund, the DePIN DEX, the supply chain manufacturing resources, the consulting service like the token incentive model design, the DePIN-based RW product design, and also the Launchpad. We hope to develop this healthy operation of the DePIN ecosystem in Asia. And we also pay the particular attention on the developer and application with those vertical market, like the mobility, the distributed energy, the wearable, and also the edge AI. And looking forward, we are quite confident the rising of the DePIN ecosystem in Asia. And short term, we will launch the TLAY testnet in the second quarter, and also the grant program, and try to support the 8 to 10, the DePIN application in the coming 12 months. And the middle term, we will keep the technology innovation and the ecosystem build up. And we plan to have over the 100 million, the DePIN hardware asset can be issued, the rest can be issued natively on the DePIN application chain in the coming 2 to 3 years. And for the long term, we believe the Web3 will trigger the hardware, the revolution, the terminal revolution, because in the future, the data, the traffic will converge in the device, in the hardware, in the terminal. And we are welcoming this, the global collaboration between the machines in the coming machine economy. And yeah, as in the conclusion, let's summarize today's speech with the trust to be free, because trust is the foundation for everything. So the TLAY's mission is to build this trust layer for the DePIN ecosystem, and it's the openness, the trust infrastructure co-built, co-owned by the whole community. And yeah, thanks to everyone's listening, and let's witness this glory future of the DePIN ecosystem together. Thanks.